And hi, everybody. I'm here with Jessica, who is going for St. Pat's Senator. Oh my god, I told you I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And well, Jessica, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, yeah, my name's Jessica Lennon. I'm 18 years old. I'm a first year student, and I'm doing theology and arts. So I'm doing St. Pat's and I'm in Maynooth as well. For my art subjects, I'm doing history and English. So I just think that's a fantastic combination of the three of them because they're so similar. I'm a volunteer with the Girl Guides as well. That's something that I really enjoy doing. I've been volunteering as a young leader for about 4 years now, so I've a bit of experience in like leadership positions. And yeah, I could just try my best with the first year experience at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I'd say it's tough, especially with like all the COVID and everything. Like,
I've been lucky. I've gotten on campus a bit because of theology.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I'd say chatty, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Chatty, I'd say friendly as well, and persistent. If I want to get something done, I'm going to get it done kind of thing, but in a nice way, because friendly.
Brilliant. So what do you think the role of St. Pat's Senator entails?
Well, I'm really, really lucky with the fact that our current St. Pat's Senator is one of the nicest people. Like, she's been so lovely, and I've been talking to her because I was a bit nervous about going for a Senate position. And so I just talked to her about what the position entailed, just so that I knew going in that I wasn't taking on more than I could do. So it's just kind of like going to the Senate, listen to the students. I hope it's going to be a very cooperative thing. They work with me and I'll work with them, and getting what the St. Pat's students want to Senate. Yeah.
Brilliant. So what do you think you can bring to the role of St. Pat's Senator?
Well, I hope that I'm going to be able to bring a bit of a voice to the students. You know, we're trying to bring up issues that we're experiencing, but doing it in a positive way. As I was saying, I'm quite persistent. If I want to get something done, you know, definitely bring in the teamwork element, just working as a team with the other senators to get what we want through. I suppose they want to get stuff for their own students that they're representing through, and I want to get that true for my students as well. So just work together and, you know, so you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours kind of thing.
Excellent. So I know you're only in first year. I'd say it's been so tough to try and get involved, but how have you been involved in the university so far and in the Students' Union?
Well, I've been trying my best because, you know, I've been so excited to get to college, so I might as well take the experiences. So I've been definitely going to the events that the SU have been holding, and then getting involved in different societies. Definitely love the Disney Society. That's just a fantastic society. It's so good. But when it comes to kind of more work-related kind of things, I'm the theology academic rep. And then there's the College Life Board with St. Pat's staff that we have. We do meetings and we address student issues and staff issues. So I also attend that and the student representative on that panel. It's very official. It was very intimidating going for the first time because I was the only student there, all in their offices. I just sat in my bedroom, an act official. And then I'm also doing the SPSM engagement panel. So we have like a panel that one of the independent senators last year made up, and we're working on addressing St. Pat's issues. So I attend that, and I'm hoping that we can continue on doing that next year because I think it's been really beneficial for the students.
Yeah, and it's just like a small college. I feel like they need to fight really hard for themselves to get through into the Maynooth University, trying to get their voice through, and there's so many other representatives out there.
Yeah, but I definitely think there's an issue with that. Like, one thing I definitely need to try and work on next year is making sure that each class has an academic rep.
Brilliant,
because that was one thing I didn't realize I'd get so excited about going and doing all this stuff before starting college. But then I realized nobody in the class was going for academic rep. I was like, well, somebody needs to be there to, even if there isn't an issue, be there in case there is an issue that comes up. So I went for our academic rep, and that's when I just started to really enjoy all of it and wanted to go further. And if there's not going to be a senator next year, who's going to go and bring forward our issues? So somebody has to go for it, and thank God I have an interest, I suppose.
Excellent. So Tell me a bit about your campaign so far.
Well, it's been good and bad. I suppose it would have definitely been easier to be in person, just because I'm lucky at the fact that I know who I'm representing, because it's just St. Pat's students.
Yeah.
You know, the commuter senator wouldn't know who are commuters and who's on campus. You know, like I know specifically, but it's also very difficult to try exactly get in touch with them. But I know the breakdowns of like the numbers. So like for the undergraduate Bachelor of Arts and Theology, that the first years are the largest class. So I've obviously access to talking to the first years, and they've been really receptive, just sending the important bits of info into the class group chat, and they're all really happy with that. So then it's just trying to work on getting in touch with second and third years, maybe seminarians as well. So
sorry. How do you plan on securing the votes of St. Pat's students?
Well, I suppose it's just trying to show them my track record. I've been trying to do me best with what I've been given this year. I know some of the first years had concerns in first semester about workload, and I feel like I tried to adequately help that issue. And then they were also, this semester, they wanted class hoodies, and I expanded that, and I'm currently working on getting St. Pat's, anybody who ordered it, all of St. Pat's and staff, students, same hoodies. So just showing that I do have a track record of, if he's wanted, just let me know and I'll try and get through to it. And I just hope that I feel like the senator position just gives me an even bigger platform to do that. And that I can hopefully secure the votes by showing that I'm proven to do what I say I'm going to do.
Excellent. Do you have any plans or ideas that you'd like to do if you were elected?
Well, engagement's a big thing. Like, we started the engagement panel this year because we understood that there was an engagement issue with St. Pat's. And we definitely saw that when we had the first meeting, only a handful of people showed up, and that we saw straight away there's an issue here. And it's definitely been gotten worse with the fact that we're online. People don't really want to be going on Zoom and stuff like that. So definitely trying to increase engagement, trying to get students to events. But definitely I want to maybe focus on events for current first years. I know we missed out on orientation, and that's something that we weren't really fantastic, like we weren't really happy about. So maybe if that's something we can maybe squeeze in next year when the other first years are getting their orientation, that's something that might be great. But I just think backing issues that the students want in the Senate. So if other senators bring forward an issue, that's something that the St. Pat's students want to get behind, I'll get behind them and be that voice for them.
Excellent. How are you going to campaign for students if you get the role? How are you going to campaign for St. Patrick's students in the Senate and within the university?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty lucky in the sense that I think now, they could tell me I'm wrong, but I think I have a good relationship with the staff in St. Pat's.
Brilliant.
I think they might just say they hate getting emails off me, but I have a good relationship with them. They're very good at responding to me and engaging with me. Like, they asked me to join the panel for the Helping the Students, the College Life Board. So hopefully it wouldn't be too much of an issue of getting what they want from the St. Pat's staff, and so it'll be working on the MSU. And I think when it comes to the Students' Union, it's not about me going in with what I want, it's about working with the other senators to build it up. You're not going to get something through if you don't have support of other people. So it's about building a team-like environment in the Senate and with the other executives, and just hoping that they'll hopefully back anything that I bring in as well.
Excellent. So finally, like, my last big question for you is, what does this position mean to you?
I just think it means a lot. You know, I feel like for me personally, I'm really interested in like voting on like a national level, so let alone voting in like Students' Union even. I just think it's so important. If you have an issue, go and fix it. I'm so quick to say this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem, but I'm not going to get anywhere unless I actually go and try and fix the issues. You can complain all day long, but unless you go and actually try to do something about it, it's just wasted air at that point. So hopefully get in and bring forward the issues that I'm seeing and make a positive change and help St. Pat's students feel more comfortable. I think that would just mean so much to me to be able to do something like, oh, Jessica Lennon did that.
Brilliant. Okay, so now we're into my favourite part of the interview, the quick fire questions. So, tea or coffee?
Oh, I don't drink either.
Oh,
I don't drink either.
What's your favourite drink?
I was watching the other interviews, and they were all really finding it difficult because they love either both of them, and
yeah.
I really don't like either. My favorite, I'm so awful. I'm such a picky eater that my favorite, I'd say water. That's all I drink. It's just water. It's really boring and bland, but sure.
It's good for you.
It is better for me. That's one thing. I don't like tea, but I've also never tried coffee because if I like something, I really like it. And so I'd be way too wary of the fact that I'd get probably hooked on coffee. And find it really difficult to come off of it. I'd just rather get me sleeping and get energized that way, I suppose.
And lots of water.
Lots of water, I suppose. Yeah, definitely.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, cats. It's probably a really bad trait that I like that you have to work for a cat's attention.
Yeah, no, I get that.
A cat doesn't like you, a cat does not like you. And it just makes me want them to like me even more. So you have to keep trying. That's probably a really bad quality to have that I want to work for attention from a cat. Approval.
What's your favorite TV show?
I really like Modern Family.
Love it.
It's just a good comfort show because you can just throw it on in the background.
Well,
100%. It's quite timeless, and it just feels.
I feel like I grew up with the kids as well.
Exactly. You just throw it on in the background when you're working, just for the sound, and you know what's going on. And you just feel safe. There's not going to be major surprises.
Yeah. What's your favorite film?
I like really stupid films. So Just Go With It with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. I'm so bad because I won't watch anything scary or anything like that. I always say if I want to watch something scary, I'll just turn on the news. I don't want to subject myself to that from a movie. So I'm just going to watch, Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston go to Hawaii. I think that's
another classic, another great film.
That great is not going to get an Oscar or anything like that. It's just it feels safe, I think.
What are you most afraid of?
People say my fear is the dumbest fear in the world because I'm really afraid of death. I know that sounds so dumb because they're like, Jess, that's obviously going to happen. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm afraid of going to the doctors, not because it's doctors, just in case they tell me something bad.
Yeah, something really.
What happens if they tell me I could go in with a cough? I remember I had a throat infection for so long because I refused to go. Because I just thought I was dying. I really just thought I was dying. And I was like, just let me go without knowing what's wrong with me.
If you could be fluent in any other language, what would it be?
I'd say probably Spanish. Because whenever you go on holidays, you usually go to a Spanish country. Yeah. And I feel really ignorant for the fact that I don't know their language. I remember one time I was talking to a woman. She was one of the staff at the hotel, and she said that she likes Irish people, but she doesn't like talking to them because they talk so fast and she doesn't understand them. So I just would feel so much better if I could just have spoken Spanish to her because she didn't understand what I was saying.
I remember before I started these interviews, my mom was like, Sophie, you need to talk slowly. You need to enunciate your words. It's such an Irish trait. Everyone's
I'm so bad at very fast. 100%. Going at 100.
Yeah. I know you've been in the college a couple of months and it's been a tough couple of months, but have you had any favourite memories since you've been in Maynooth?
Well, I'm really because I was doing English and history. Obviously, there's been no opportunity to get on to those classes, but I've had a few times going on because of theology, because it's a smaller class. I'd say my favourite time in Maynooth happened beforehand because I've always been really excited to go to college. And so I always took any opportunity I could to go up to Maynooth. So open days or anything like that. And I went to the summer school that they provide.
Oh, yeah.
And they did a shadowing day as well. And when I heard that there was a shadowing day, I was there, and I really, really love that. So those kind of experiences where there's actually people on campus, it's good that I kind of had that experience, and I really enjoyed those because it felt like being in college.
They're actually that's really good. I never heard of the shadowing day. I'd love to take part in that. Drag around a little 6th class person with me. It's like, come on.
Oh, it's fantastic. Like they gave you like people to bring with you, and they just bring you to the classes. You walk into the class, you sit down the back of the room, don't disturb anybody, obviously. And then they'll come back and collect you afterwards, and then they'll bring you lunch and bring you around. I thought it was really fun.
Good idea.
Yeah.
It's really good. And finally, what's one thing that surprises people about you?
I think people usually get surprised whenever I tell them that I didn't Leaving Cert when I was 16, because like they're always so shocked that I was so young, because like I went and I graduated in 2019 and then I did like PLC last year in social studies as special needs assistant, and now I'm finally there, and not a fantastic choice on my part for sure. I have the qualification now, don't I?
That's brilliant.
I was 16, and so people usually get like really, really shocked, but I find it weird that people do be 18 and doing their Leaving Cert. I understand you have to be you should be 18 doing your Leaving, but I couldn't imagine doing my Leaving Cert at this age. Like I feel really, really old. I feel like
I was nearly 19 doing my Leaving Cert.
Really? Oh no, that like not even 3 years in the difference. Like, imagine being 3 years younger. I just think that's so normal to be 16. I just couldn't imagine being older, even though I know right well I was in a weird situation being 16. I was too young. I shouldn't have been doing it.
That's so weird, like the different like, experiences that people have and stuff.
Yeah, I remember being in French class and the teacher was going through ages, making sure everybody knew their age for the oral. It was like she went through 19, 18, 17, and then she went back to start teaching class because she goes, wait, did I leave anybody's age out? And I was like 16. She gave me the dirtiest look.
Oh my God, imagine. God help you.
Done it now.
Disrespect teachers.
Oh, God. Done it now. Finished.
You're right the other side.
Exactly. Get it done. Didn't want to stay in there any longer.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
I
just want to like reiterate, like I have in every other interview, please get out and vote. Please make sure you're registered. The SU are putting up loads of information about registration. You need to get out there and vote. As like Jessica has said, like if you have a problem, like you have to go out, you have to fix it. And the best way to do that is to vote. Get the right people in there, tell them your problems, and college life should be so much easier. So is there anything else you want to say, Jessica, before we leave?
Just thanks for organising this. Like when you emailed me, I just thought that this was a fantastic idea. I think it's so great to be trying to engage students in any way that we can. So this is just completely fantastic idea from the team.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. I think we're back at our first interview tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we'll see you all then. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.